What is up, everyone? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. It's Sunday. This is episode number 20, and this is potentially your first of two episodes today. You know the drill on a Sunday. I'm going to set you a little ultimatum. If you can reach 5,000 likes in the first 3 hours of this video being live, then later on tonight I will upload a second episode for you today. All right? You know the drill. Hit me with a thumbs up. Show your support. Thank you for all of the support. It really means the world to me. And subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. So, I'm in a good mood today. So, the vibes are going to be high in this video. We've got lots to do as well. There's all sorts going on in today's episode, including my first FUT Champions gameplay. That will be a little bit later on. There's some things I want to do in the meantime before that. And, of course, the Weekend League got delayed, didn't it? So that was a shock that we didn't really expect. But, hey, it's all good. It doesn't really matter too much to me. So the first thing you'll see me do today is pick up a Trent. So I wanted to get my Genie on full chem, and I wondered if Trent would be any good. So we're going to give him a go, all right? 60-odd K. And I bought him with a Shadow Chem style for 1k cheaper than anyone on the market. So we're going to replace Semedo for now with Trent Alexander-Arnold. So what it does is it brings up Genie Wijnaldum from 8 chem to 10 chem. If Trent is not great at right back, I've heard bad things to be honest, then we can always sell him on. And I don't mind playing Wijnaldum on 8 chem. It's no problem. But I thought at least we'll give it a shot because maybe he's all right. You know, he's got a shadow on him, so hopefully he'll be quick enough. He should have like 90 something pace with that shadow on. So if you trust chem styles, then maybe he's quick enough. We'll see, I guess. We will see. But what he should be good at doing is passing and stuff, right? Trent's obviously gifted on the ball in real life, so hopefully he can whip some good crosses in and stuff. So I then apply some chem styles to shore up my defense. We've got shadows on all sorts, and then a Sentinel on Mendy because he's already like super quick. And that's not the only change I'm actually going to make for this episode for the team. So we're going to pick someone else up in a minute. The Bundesliga Player of the Month came out, and it is Kramaric, who is like an 84 rated squad, I think. I think it's like 50k, which I don't know if that's good or bad value. I personally won't be getting him because he's only got 77 pace. But I tell you what, he'll dribble nice and he will finish. That's for sure. So if you do have a Bundesliga team, him alongside a couple of quick wingers probably would work quite well. I do think he looks like an alright card, but personally I'm going to stay away from him so that I don't do every single player SBC that ever comes out, I think. But what I did need to do was just offload a few players from the club that were worth a little bit, so that I could get up to 28k. And with 28k, I could snipe a Mahrez without having to sell any of my current players. So there we go. I pick up a Mahrez, actually with a Hunter chem style already on him. So cheapest on the market and with a good chem style there. So I'm going to pick him up for my other wide winger, for my other winger in a 4-4-2. So Adama, with his lack of end product, is going to come out for now. It's going to go onto the bench as a super sub. Now, this may be a mistake, all right? I'm not saying that this is the greatest idea in the world because technically I've now got Hazard and Mahrez as my left mid and right mid in a 4-4-2, which is not like blisteringly quick. It's all right in their 80 plus pace and they're really good dribblers and stuff, but it's not blisteringly quick. What they will have is final product. So if I do get a shot with them, it's likely to go in, or more likely than it was with Adama Traore. And then their passing, crossing, all of those things that are supposed to be OP in this game should be decent. So I'm going to give it a shot. All right. So we're actually going to switch Mahrez and Hazard around so that the strong-footed players are on the strong side. So left-footed for left mid Mahrez, right-footed for right foot Hazard means that I can get those pinpoint accurate crosses into the box, hopefully anyway. And then, of course, we've got that pace and skill up front with Ousmane Dembele and Saint Maximin. So I'm kind of happy with the team. And I know I put it out on Twitter to you guys. Who's better, Adama or Lucas Moura? I think Lucas Moura would be like the ideal. I would like to get him, but in order to get him, I would have had to have sold both Adama and Semedo. Semedo, who I think is going to go up in price because he's out of packs this week because he's got a once to watch. and then Adama, who, like, he might actually be what we need in the team. So I didn't really want to go ahead and sell them guys. So just being able to afford the slightly cheaper Riyad Mahrez at 30k rather than 60-something thousand for Lucas means that we can keep everyone, and we've got a hell of a super subs bench now for this weekend league, that is for sure. We've literally got Semedo, Rodrigo, Llorente, we've also got, who's the guy that I just took out? Adama. We've got, and as you can see there, we've got Mbappe and Zidane if we should need it, and Huang Hee-chan as well, Dele Alli if we needed him. Like, we've got a pretty good subs bench, I think. So the first or the second, like, team community thing, I don't know what it's called really, the community team objective is what I'm going to call it, came out, and it was Haaland Erling Haaland versus Ja Felix. So you had to choose either one, and you got a lone player for either. It seemed like everyone was choosing Haaland on Twitter, so I went with that because I think it's like a battle against each other, and if that's the case, then I want the one who gets picked the most is most likely going to win, I think. So, yeah, we've chose Haaland, and there's just a set of objectives you can do. The first one was play a squad battles match and get like 5 goals with him. So I did that, and it gave me the kit. And then you need to put the kit on and then go into either a match against your mate or anyone, and just win 3-0 or something. So that's the next stage. And then it sort of like bottlenecks out, because I think once you get the next stage, you unlock the Dortmund badge. Or I guess in the opposite, the Atletico badge. And then with that, you then have to play like 5 rivals matches with like Haaland or Dortmund player in your team, which is like, I don't have a Bundesliga team, so I'm not going to switch my team up just for that. And then it gives you something else. You do another challenge, and eventually you just get a premium gold pack or something, or an Electrum pack. So the reward wasn't great, so I don't think I'll go much further than part number 2. But yeah, I guess it was something to do for a few minutes. As you can see, daily objectives complete because I played against me mate, and it's quicker if you just play against your mate, get a 3-0 win, and they quit, right? And then I think we got the second part of Haaland done. This is where I'm going to stop for now, unless I find myself with a Dortmund player in my starting lineup and playing rivals next week. Can't see it happening, to be honest. Especially with all the stuff going on with regards to rivals and weekend league and the points that you get for playing them. And if you play the weekend league, you get 400 points a game, but it counts towards your 30 matches. I said this the other day. It might be the play to get to 14 wins as quick as possible. Stay there, and then you're going to have rivals games left to boost your score for the rest of the week. That might actually be the play. It might be beneficial to me. It's gone down like a lead balloon in the community, because most people play most people that play 30 games of the weekend league now feel like they're going to get stuck at 12,000 rivals points, meaning they're never going to get rank 1 with that amount of score. Anyway, we get a walkout here in our season objectives pack, and it turns out it is, I think that's Hungary and not Bulgaria. I think it's a Hungarian, right? I get those flags mixed up, and I do apologize, but it's Galaxy in form, so I'll take that. That's great fodder. Like, that's a untradeable 86 rated Bundesliga goalkeeper. Whether or not we use him or put him in an SBC, that's good fodder right there. I will most definitely take that from a rare gold pack. And there's also a Yannick Carrasco in the pack as well. Lovely first owner. However, it is a left winger in the La Liga, and we've already got Hazard and Ousmane Dembele. So we're kind of already got lots of wingers from that league already. But he might be a super sub. I might have to try and fit him on the bench somewhere, although there's not much more space left on my bench. So yeah, like I was saying, it's gone down like a lead balloon in the community that, like, if you play 30 games of weekend league, then all 30 of your rivals games are like capped out, and you can't earn any more score, which means you're never going to get like rank 1 from doing that. So I guess the way it is now is that you kind of, if you really wanted to go for rank 1 rivals rewards and then the best foot champs finish, you're going to have to play 30 games of rivals on a Thursday before you start champs, obviously on the Friday, because that means you're going to get the highest possible rank in rivals, and then the foot champs games like won't count towards your rival score. It's a weird one, and I don't know. It's odd. I don't know if they'll have to change it, because it's been really, really poorly received by the community. But yeah, it's an odd one. It might suit like a casual like me, although I guess I'm slightly more than a casual doing this for a job and playing every day. But those that can't play or don't play the full weekend league, only have time to play a few Rivals games in the week, it might actually suit them because you're likely to get higher Rivals ranks simply because, like, the Rivals scores are going to be lower in general because no one can get such high ranks. Do you know what I mean? Because, right, that's my free team of the week, by the way. Awful. Absolutely awful. If you think of it like this, if you get, what do you get? 950 points if you win like 5-0 in Rivals. So if you did that 30 times, I think that's like 28,500 Rivals points. That is the max that Div 1 can be now, which before used to be like uncapped. Sometimes it would be like 70,000 points because the sweats would just keep playing and playing and playing. So what that does is lowers the overalls for everyone. Who knows what 12,000 rank points might get you if you played all 30 weekend league games. That might get you rank 2 now. I don't know. It's been rank 2 for the last couple of weeks, about that many points. So, yeah, I don't know if it might actually be like an alright thing for the community overall. It just seems like a weird decision. And it doesn't like promote playing the game that much. It almost promotes only playing 30 games in a week. Because why not, right? You don't have to play anymore. Anyway, off that topic, onto the topic of, oh my god, this is starting. The Weekend League is back, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to play my first 3 games in this episode. And in my first game, I come up against CR7. I actually get matched up against someone with a full version of Ronaldo. And I'm like, okay, here we go then. This is not going to be good. But I do get off to a flyer and go 1-0 up with Gucci after 19 minutes. So I could tell after about 5 or 10 in this game that I think I was going to win, which gave me a lot of confidence. I mean, I was playing some nice football, I was playing some nice FIFA, and the game was going well. At halftime, yeah, he might have had more possession. We already know I struggle in that department, but I'd had all of the chances, and I just need to take a couple more of them so that we can solidify the result in this game. Wijnaldum knocks it out to Llorente. Wijnaldum back into St. Max. Oh yeah, by the way, my controller for my first weekend league game definitely kept cutting out. I think the batteries I had in it were rubbish. So I I had to like switch controllers, and I nearly conceded a goal because I wasn't actually like connected to my controller at one point. Luckily at the time we were like 2-3-0 up, and things were going really well for us. But eventually Ronaldo does knock it into Dybala, makes a good run. I pull the defender out way too easily, and Ronaldo is going to stick that one in the back of the net. But it doesn't really matter. It's so late in the game that even this opportunity here that Ronaldo gets, we sort of get in the way of it, but he wins it back. Goalie somehow gets it. He doesn't score, and we're able to come away with a 3-1 victory in our very first game of the Weekend League. FIFA 21 is my year. I'm going to quit right there and go unbeaten in the Weekend League all year. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to play the rest of my games. We've got 2 more games in this episode, that's for sure anyway. So a good start. A real good start. And then we go into game number 2 and match up against a solid Bundesliga team. Like one of the better sort of Bundes squads you can actually get. He's got like Sane, Goretzka, Alaba, even Erling Haaland up front. So I didn't know what to expect. If he was good, I was in for a tough old game, that's for sure. But look at the dribbling from St. Max. Like, he just stops and changes direction, and the defender keeps on running. So we get the goal really early to go 1-0 up. And again, I think I felt really confident in this game too. It might be the fact that I'm in a good mood that we are, because I was winning games and doing well. But we go 2-0 up after 16 minutes. It is that man Dembouz to get the goal, and then we're pushing forward. I want 3. I want more goals. So Dembele knocks it through to Saint Maximin, and I think I just sort of smash it into the back of the net. 3-0 after 26 minutes. I was not expecting a rage quit. The other thing about all of this Rivals and Weekend League stuff is obviously if you rage quit, you don't get any rank points for Rivals or Rivals points. So I was expecting people to not quit anymore. So to get a 26-minute rage quit, oh, I was over the moon. So yeah, a nice 3-0 victory there. We are 2-0. We've scored 6 goals. We've conceded 1 so far. Things are looking awesome. And we go into our final game of the episode, solid Prem team. I mean, not the greatest, but a very solid Prem team. Didn't know what to expect. His name was proper Trampy, so I didn't know if he was going to be sweating it across the goal a lot. But we do go 1-0 up, and it is that man again, ASM, getting us off to a flyer after 6 minutes. And this is my current custom celebration, by the way. It is the Pinata, which I think is quite cool. But what we're going to experience here is the first time that someone has actually equalised against me in Champs. So Vardy ends up getting inside. Terrible defending from me. I'm pulling out all the wrong defenders in the wrong places. So poor from me. But we are at 1-1. I knock it into the box. I can't believe that's been saved and not gone in. Mahrez, mate, you got to do slightly better than that. Anyway, Wijnaldum, up to Dembele, into St. Max, back to Dembele. Look at the dribbling. Oh, we're just toying with the defender. And the power behind that shot, unreal. So we go 2-1 up and, we restore our lead. And I feel like I'm bossing this game once again. But he has managed to score. He did equalise against me. So, I got to be a little bit careful. But things are on the right track. We get through with ASM again, play the smart pass that time. I nearly tried to chip in with ASM, but it wouldn't have been the right thing to do. So we just knocked it across. Usman gets his goal, and we are 3-1 up. And then right at the end, I just hit him with a little bit of finesse. We hit him with the rainbow flick it over the defender, volley at home. We are 4-1 up, absolutely cruising, and we come away with a 4-1 victory. So that's 10 goals scored in Champs in 3 games and only 2 conceded. 3 victories, 3 massive W's. Let's go. I'm happy with that. So a perfect start, really, for me. I mean, normally what that means is that it's all going to go downhill real quick. But at least I was happy for a moment. For an episode, I was really happy with how things went. Until I start getting match made against some Mbappes and stuff, which I'm sure will happen. I'm bound to take a loss, probably in my next game. You'll see the first and second game of tomorrow's episode will both be losses, no doubt. We'll try not to make that happen, but or not tomorrow's episode. Could be later on tonight, couldn't it? It all depends. That segues on to the end of the episode and what you need to do for me. Hit me with a thumbs up. 7,000 likes is your target. 5,000 likes in the first 3 hours if you want a second video today. All right? Keep showing that support. I love you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I thank you for that. And why not come follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're interested in what else I get going on in my life. Take it easy, everyone. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I will catch you later on with another episode. Peace.